year, my mom made me a birthday cake from scratch. And, like, she's never done this before. She's only ever bought cake from, like, the grocery store or a pastry store. But the cake she made, I don't even know what she did. It was some sort of, like, beet vegetable cake, and she was trying to be healthy about it. But the frosting was literally, like, liquid, and it couldn't even hold its shape right. So by the time she was trying to slice into the cake, it was just like a gloopy mess. And, like, I love my mom, and she's trying hard to celebrate, but I think we should get a grocery store cake or a professional cake this year. I don't think anybody finished her cake.
So I pulled the lever. Where do you think I'm supposed to go from now?
Do we have a quest objective log? I think you just passed it.
Objectives. Nothing. just get
I guess.
reared, an idiot.
Are there more than one levers? Levers?
No, it's just
I don't know how to
one,
pronounce the word.
I assumed it did something somewhere else that I'm not privy to. I just don't know
Maybe
where.
it opened a door somewhere.
Oh, it's got like a third arm. That's kind of funky.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it opened up this door.
What door?
This one.
Oh, that door. Okay. But yeah, I think at my workplace, since my birthday is on a Wednesday, and I have a day job, people are going out to celebrate their holidays, I guess, before everyone goes on vacation, because most people tend to take vacation the last 2 weeks of the year. I'm not taking vacation though, so I'll be around. What is this place, Nick? What is this? Dishies? Dishies Cantina?
Yum yum. I don't know where we are, is the answer to your question.
You should have never asked me where I am, because I don't know.
The hell is this place? Ah! Stupid idiots!
Midgets!
Get the shit out of me, midgets! I didn't think they'd spawn in here.
Got anything planned? Yes, I do have something planned. I got something planned that is very festive, and it involves me singing.
If you don't notice, thanks to the change in months, we're now wearing little hats.
Yeah, I got my Santa hat, and Bonsai has his.
He can't see, but I don't think he wants to see.
Yes. The song will be, I can't say. But have I told you guys that currently I've been using, well, for the past few years, in order to make music, I've been using a DAW, which stands for a digital audio workstation. It's called Mixcraft, and I hate it. So I've been trying to learn a new one.
And it's about going as well as you can figure with Frog.
I'll tell more stories, but first, Nick, you gotta read this note.
The keepers have taken my friend, locked him away like some animal, just because he's big and strong. But they don't need to fear him, no! If they just make sure to feed him on time. Big Steve, his name's Steve, won't ever hurt a fly. He loves the food from the Little Devil Lounge best. If only someone would take the long road back through the sewers, climb up the elevator shaft while you're giving us instructions, and seek out his favorite thumping delicacy, then they would see how harmless he really is.
Yeah, Nick, you just gotta do that. You gotta go up the elevator shaft and get something from his favorite Little Devil's Lounge.
I'm not doing any of that shit, thanks
and
for asking.
And then maybe you'll get him his thumpy little delicacy.
I'm just gonna punch this if you need me, actually. Whoa! Okay. Well, there's only one thing we can upgrade at this point, and it's stamina. I can't.
Yeah, more stamina. That's a good thing.
Upgrade my health and ability. Didn't even give me a health upgrade. Stupid.
I like how you
Well,
just ignored the voice. You just like, experiment 44. No, I will save.
Not even stopped it midway through.
Oh, is this Steve? Hello, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
You've got something sticking out your back.
I'm gonna go see if he's
Are
friendly.
you a nice guy?
Let's find out. Steve? Steve?
Look, he's passive. He doesn't hit you. Even though you hit him. Oh no!
It hurts!
Oh no, Steve!
He's not friendly, Brock! Oh god, he
That was
punched
your
me
fault,
in the
Nick. You attacked
so-
him first. It was
I'm
self-defense.
sorry, Steve. I'm sorry, Steve.
You shouldn't have hit him. How could you?
I didn't know. I didn't know he was angry. I didn't know I angered Steve. This is not where I was,
Where are we?
stupid game. I was here. I think it loaded an autosave because it's being dumb. Hey, Steve.
There he is.
Okay, I'm
Hey,
just
don't
gonna.
hit him this time.
You say that like it's my fault.
Time to get inky. Yes, that is right, citizen.
It is not my
Anyways.
fault that Steve decided to show us the right way to Tuesday.
So basically, you gotta go back to the spider chamber where you fought the spider mouth monster, and then go up the elevator shaft that you've dropped down through.
Ah, stupid
Blah,
idiot!
blah, 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 blah.
Get the fuck out of me. I don't know
But
why
yeah,
I
as
feel
a-
like I should be used to it at this point.
You'll never get used to it. It's a cheap jump scare. But anyways, as I was saying, I've been using Mixcraft as my music creating software for the past few years. When I say few years, I mean like 9-10 years.
Froggy's an
And-
old bogey with it now.
And I am sick of it because every time, I don't know, it's been a recent thing in the past
This is where I
2
was.
years, I want to say. But it's just been having such a difficult time keeping up with what I've been recording, and every single time it would like freeze on me, it would crash on me, and the worst thing is it would like ear rape me. Like literally I'm just doing random stuff and then suddenly it starts blaring noise at full volume.
Wee woo.
So I don't know what's causing it. I've tried like looking for solutions online and there's no solutions, so I've just concluded that it hates me and it's cursed and I need to find something else. So I've just been trying to find a new program and try to learn how to use it, because even though I've been using a music making program for many years, they're all very different from each other. Like they can do the same thing, but the way they do it is different and the interface is different and the experience is different. So I gotta learn how to walk again. And that has been my frustrations thus far.
Surely there's like a shortcut that I can go back to, right? I don't have to walk all the way back, right?
When you read the letter, you have to make the long way back. Through the sewers and up the elevator shaft and through the lounge, you know? All
Hate
the
it.
way back.
I hate it. Who feeds this big fuck? Who cares? Who cares?
He's a nice guy. Just don't hit him or he'll consume
He's a
you.
nice guy. He punched me like it was an MMA fight.
You punched him first.
Well, that can't be helped.
You recommend FL Studio? Ooh, yeah, I've heard some things about it. Some good things, I mean.
Me punching him was nobody's fault.
Although I've
Nobody's
heard
fault.
that it's more for creating EDM music. I think it's more specialized towards that.
How's this?
So a bit of a background story. I actually have a license for Studio 1.3, which is another DAW, which I actually got as a gift from one of my patrons, but I spent like an hour today trying to figure out how to record because it doesn't record, and I try to play music through it and it doesn't play music.
Froggy, why
But I
can't
don't
you
know
play
what's
music
wrong.
through it? What's wrong with you, Froggy?
I don't know, I feel dumb. I kept Googling it, I kept trying to change my audio inputs, I plug things in different slots, it doesn't work. So I've just given up and I'm gonna try Ableton Live.
Feels bad.
And if that doesn't work, I guess I'll try FL Studio. And then if that doesn't work, maybe I'll try, what else is new? I want to try Logic Pro, but that's an iOS only program, and I don't have a MacBook, so I can't use it.
Froggy's gonna try throwing everything but the kitchen sink at it.
I'm not crawling back to Mixcraft. You can't make me. I'm tired of it. It doesn't treat me right, Nick.
Wait.
It's like an abusive relationship.
What the fuck? What's wrong with you, Froggy?
FL Studio is like, oh yeah, I'm nice. I've got all the capabilities. And then the next day, it's like siren noises in my headphone. And I've gone deaf and linear. You know?
Feels bad, Frog.
I'm a doctor? I'm not a doctor. Wait, why'd you call me a doctor? I don't get it.
Are you a doctor?
Oh, hey, Frankinator. Game got an Xmas update? Really?
What did it add?
To enable it, just simply head to main menu and click options and try controls and choose seasonal. Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
fucking do that right now. Hold up.
Okay, let's try it. Main menu, click options, try controls. What's controls? And choose seasonal. Where's seasonal?
The words you just said made no sense, bruh.
I don't see it. Frankinator, help us out.
Help me, I'm stupid. You're gonna have to explain it like you're talking to a stupid person, because I'm stupid.
Actual main menu is what they said.
Oh.
Like when you quit the game main menu, or?
I see,
I guess that? Okay. You use Logic when you're studying music and it's upgraded GarageBand. Yeah, that's what I heard too. It's like GarageBand's like Oni-san.
Oh, here we go. What's this supposed
Oh,
to
there's
do?
seasonal. I hope it turns everyone into Fat Santa.
I hope it gives everyone a Santa hat. Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Instead of like inky monsters, you get jolly Santas roaming around.
I don't know if I can handle Big Fat Saint Nick coming at me.
But you're Nick.
Hey, how far am I supposed to go back?
All the way back.
Yeah, but how far?
All the way back. All the way back to the place from like chapter 2
Oh,
or
I
chapter
hate it.
1.
I'm going down the emergency shit. Okay, continue talking because there's gonna be a lot of backtracking.
You had Ableton Lite. It came with your launch pad. Ooh, you have a launch pad? What? I'm so jealous.
Hey, Frankinator,
I've
please confirm or deny if Froggy's right that I have to go all the way back, because...
I've watched the video, Nick. I know what to do.
Oh, these
you
guys
have to
shouldn't
go
hurt me,
all
right?
the way back.
Because I'm the guy. I can't remember, but I'm the guy. I'm Amok.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Lord Amok. Fuck
You're
yeah.
amok.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Amok the Mohawks.
Fuck yeah, I am. Nice.
But yeah, I do really want to learn how to use the launch pad because it seems really cool, but I'm already learning the piano, and that's actually really difficult to learn.
I wonder if the little
a lot of my
grunts will
energy
still
is spent
attack
on
me.
that. Ooh, I think it'd be cool to get like a
Oh,
mini
they are
keyboard.
Santa hats. That's cute.
No.
I
And then
thought
why
it was
is
your
why is
Amok,
the Muck
bitch.
minions attacking us? We're
You guys
your
are my
boss.
minions.
Why are you attacking us?
Bitch. You think you can see me if I just stand really still here?
Since when do shadows move?
Since
I don't think you can see me.
Piano is not easy, man. You have to move your left hand and your right hand,
Asshole.
and you also have to move your right foot because there's something called a pedal. And then you've got to like do counting in your head, and you have to know how to do chords, and your fingers are all like moving at different times. It is not easy.
What you're doing sounds like magic to me.
Well, Nick, do you think it's easier than violin or harder than violin? Because
Piano?
you've learned violin before.
Well, I haven't learned piano before, so I don't know.
Oh, well, how difficult is violin? Can you pick it up in like a few weeks?
Fuck no. I don't get it. Why are these assholes attacking me? I thought I was their lord. I guess they don't...
Maybe they have a new lord?
No, I am their
Oh.
lord. No, I went to the throne room. They were still bowing. Aww.
Christmas tree!
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Did Frankinator confirm or deny I have to go all the way back?
They said yeah.
Oh, okay.
You do have to go all the way back.
Is it the diner all the way at the beginning of the game?
Yep.
Oh, I hate this shit. Okay, I know where I'm supposed to go. You guys are gonna open little shits at me, are you? Okay.
They might actually.
Hope they do. I mean, I fell down the elevator, but I assume, like, I guess I can teleport back up through it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, good. I was hoping I found some food I missed.
But yeah, Ableton, I downloaded the trial today, and it's actually been okay so far. They have a little tutorial section that actually walks you
You
through certain
fucks.
things,
You knew it!
but I
I knew
still
it!
don't know how to do the simple stuff. Jump, Nick, jump!
Okay.
Eh. You gotta keep going up.
That's the...
There's gotta be multiple ledges you can jump up from. You gave up learning piano because your hands shake too much? Really?
Oh my god, I can't believe this worked. What the hell am I on?
Wait, why do your hands shake? Wait, did you teach yourself piano? Because I tried doing that and I could not. So I've signed up for classes so I can actually learn from a person.
Pretty sure there were idiots in here, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I hear the Squidward walking sounds.
Ah,
Oh,
shit.
Squidward's coming! Run away from him!
Get you,
Was he wearing a
idiot!
cowboy hat? What's happening?
No, he's wearing the hat.
Oh, the Santa hat. Oh, they're all wearing Santa hats. Merry Christmas!
Hey, why don't you all fuck off? I'm lagging. Hold on.
Oh no. Oh no,
The
why are you
game lagged
lagging?
me because it was loading this area in. Bitch!
Why are you lagging? Why are there so many of them? Why are there so many of them?
Help! Help! Help!
Is there a angel box you could sit in? Or teleport to the center?
Why don't you fuck off, idiot?
Ooh, but I saw an automaton in the store one day, and I thought about buying it, but it's a real instrument, even though it looks really cute.
Yeah.
And I can't learn another instrument either. It's too much commitment.
Leave me alone.
It's Christmas! You guys aren't supposed to be attacking me on Christmas!
It's the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, it's not very Christmas spiritsy!
Christmas spirit.
You guys are still coming?
I just imagine them kicking you in the butt. You go ha ha ha. Uh-oh.
Fucking lag.
Oh wait.
Well, I know he can't get me in the ledges.
Yeah, this is a safe spot.
This is the safe spot. This is why I determined everything is right and safe with the world. God, they took a lot of my health. I'm gonna have to take it back. Okay, I'm
You're gonna
almost
have
back
to be
to the
the
beginning.
monster.
This is like before chapter 2.
Yeah. Oh, music was mandatory when you were younger. I think it was for me as well. Like in elementary school, you had to learn one of the instruments that wasn't a recorder. I chose euphonium. And then the next year, euphonium was super popular. And the teacher was like, well, you played euphonium last year, so you gotta give someone else a turn. And I'm like, gosh
Get
darn it. And then she gave me trumpet, so I played trumpet the second year. Because
You
it has
like
the same
trumpet?
fingering style. No, I wanted to stick with euphonium, but the big kid in my class hogged it and wouldn't give it to anyone else.
Please turn the other way. Thank you.
But trumpet's more
Alright, time to
entertaining.
get all my health back.
Yeah, he was a big kid. He was like the biggest kid in the class. And you could have played like tuba, which is the bigger version of euphonium. But no, he wanted the euphonium and there was only one! There was only one euphonium and he took mine!
And Froggy was the euphonium person, damn it!
Yeah, it wasn't even mine, it was the school's, you know. They always lent out the instruments.
She was the euphonium person, damn it!
Fuck it! Could have taken a tuba! But he didn't!
Ow!
Oh.
Thank you.
Kill!
Is it scary yet? Let me know when it's scary for you, because I think it's more scary for these guys.
Yeah, these guys like get consumed and then they get reincarnated in their own like inky pool and they mix together with each other so they don't even have an identity anymore. Is that horrifying?
Maybe like on a cosmic sense, which is nice.
You think that's nice?
Which is quote unquote nice. I don't think it's great. I think it's like, I think they have a much better rep doing anything else.
Yeah. Oh, you've been spotted.
Yeah, I wanted them to spot me so they'd break pattern.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were studying for a qualification in music production. Ooh. Yeah, that seems really interesting. I actually really want to maybe go to like a formal institute to learn. But like, I feel pretty done with school. So I'm just gonna teach myself.
You and me both. I'd like to go back to school, but then I remembered how school was, and then I stopped thinking about that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, maybe
idiots.
it's because you were doing a lot of stuff you weren't that interested in, you know? Like, if you went to a more specialized school, you would maybe enjoy it more. But it's still stressful, though.
Tiny
Oh, it's a
idiot.
dumb midget. Ah! You're gonna die soon. You're gonna die.
I know. I know. I have like no health.
But yeah, I do feel... Ooh, close one, close one.
Excuse me, why don't you fucking piss off so I can absorb you? Excuse me?
Uh-oh. He's... Ah!
He sidewindered me!
You
He's
got
a god! He's a god!
He faked you out. He was like, I'm gonna walk away. Not.
He's so fucking smart. How am I supposed to beat 8 guys coming at me?
You're on hard mode. So I don't know. Christmas
Alright, you know what,
spirit.
asshole? You get electrified.
Kill him.
Ow. It's okay, I have more of me than they are of them. This pile-up will stop soon.
Are you sure they don't come back after you die?
No, see, look!
'Cause they might.
Look at this! Look at this!
Oh.
Look at this!
Look at this horror.
You see the bullshit I've had to do?
You should eat some food.
Billion of them, Froggy! Oh, presents!
There's presents.
Oh, I collected a present,
Oh,
Froggy.
wait. What is it? Do we get to open it?
Present? Froggy, I don't
No
see no
present?
freaking present.
Frankinator, what are these presents? Can we open them?
Present? Oh, the game's a little dark. I think I'm supposed to turn up brightness. Keep forgetting to do this. Ah, that's much better. Now people can see what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Presents! Frankenator, am I a good little person?
No calls for you, Nick?
Am I a good person? I'm a good person.
But yeah, I actually thought about... Uh-oh, there's a box right beside you. You should just
I'll
go
be
in
right
there.
with you, Bendy. I just need to finish eating my snack. Why don't you fuck off?
But yeah, I've been thinking about doing more music production learning. But I've seen the cost, man. They charge an arm and a leg.
Oh, I can hear the
Okay.
heart pumping, Frog.
Oh, you can hear it. Collect the heart.
It's big and squidgy. I don't want to be holding this.
Yum yum.
Gross.
Scary hymn music. I thought it was very charming. What's in there?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Can't believe I had to fight through the entire, like, ink army just to get this. It's crazy.
Well, you want to help Steve, don't you? He's a nice
He can go fuck
guy.
himself. He killed me.
Only because you tried to kill him.
That's his fault. He,
What do you
he couldn't even be
mean?
killed. That's
It was
punching
self-defense.
down. That's what we
If
call
someone
punching.
was hitting me,
That's
I
what we
kicked them
call
back.
punching down. Alright, I'm gonna save and I'm gonna make a mad dash all the way back to where I was. Let's see how well it
Alright.
goes.
Okay, do that.
Why don't you go suck me, idiot? Yeah, that's what I thought, dummy.
Oh, there's another one.
I'd
Attack!
probably take this one. Just the one idiot. Okay. You don't have to kill me. I definitely have to kill her. She was coming at me. Yeah. I'm sure you're all very scary. Why don't you piss off? What was that lag?
You get chatty when you're scared? I think that's like the total opposite. No, that's fine. I like speaking to people. I wish people would talk more in chat. Please talk more.
Are you scared, Yi? Is like the jump scares getting you? Yeah, I
It's
need
very
mine.
immersive. Although, for some
Stamina.
reason, they like say Bendy is a cute game. Like, one of the tags for the game is cute in fantasy. Do you agree?
It's definitely fantasy, and I guess like baby Bendy's cute, but when you see what he turns into, not so cute.
I mean, it's cuter than other games because it's cartoon-based. Like, there's more... Like, the world looks more cartoony.
Yeah.
More like the audio. Oh, the
Ow,
audio is
dick.
scary. I guess some parts is, yeah. I guess the Christmas hymn was a bit scary since it was
Nothing
out of
hits so
place.
bad.
Your butt is cuter? What about Nick's butt face?
My,
Is that
look
cute?
how many! Look how many! I can't believe it!
Look, you're like a popular celebrity,
I've
Nick.
got
They
all
want your
Santa's
autograph.
elves after me!
Yeah, I know.
Ooh. I'm a good person.
Are you really?
Look at it. Look at the march. The march of the little ink people. I don't understand how
Butt-face
people
Nick
can
is
do
more
this on
adorable
board.
than that evil monster. Yeah, you guys only see him once a year.
I want to die.
Where's the cigarette lady? Oh, I hear her.
I think they're in the other room over. I think there's someone in this room.
Oh, I hear something. Oh, there they are.
Just continue
gotta go
walking
step
into
your soul.
that. I need some help. I need some help, Greta. Thank you.
Thanks for the help.
I'm also out of juice, so I will be taking a little more. Boink.
What was the song you sang for this?
Who?
Didn't you sing a song for this?
Oh, do. I thought it was a chat question you were asking. I'm like, didn't Froggy sing the ink song?
Yeah.
Making sure this is open. I know there's like 2 other guys around here.
You memorize the amount of guys here?
I'm gonna have to juke them. Ooh, I see we're not gonna
Quiet
be
your heart, I
friends
hate
here.
it. I can keep talking. I can talk about all the instruments I'd like to learn one day, which is...
Are you gonna learn
well,
all of them, Frog?
No, because I've already been learning piano for 1 whole year, like over a year now.
No,
And
you can't see me. I'm in my cubby.
I'm still not that great at it. I can play, like, real songs, but it takes me a long time to learn because you have to keep training your hands, so it's like muscle memory, you know?
I can't believe I made it all the way back with full health, but hopefully that stays.
When you drop, like, 50 feet. I guess you could teleport, yeah.
I gotta make sure not to get screwed by the idiot spiders.
Your mates try to make you play a horror game during Halloween.
Ow,
Yeah,
my
like
feet.
somebody's here asking me to play Soma.
Oh,
I
you
should have
did
said
fine.
no.
You did fine, you baby.
I should have said no.
You did fine.
But instead, I was like, I guess I'll humor you, Nick. Ha 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 ha. And
You
then,
didn't even
and
play
then that
Soma
happened.
for the 2 days. You just played it for the 1, you baby.
Yeah, there was no way I could play for 3 days.
Okay, well, I'm not
I
sure where
said
to
no.
go. I'm just gonna stand down here and hope this counts. I'm gonna save,
Wait, what?
actually. Oh, I can't.
So what game? What game did you have to play or try to play?
Oh, I knew it. I knew he couldn't do it. Coward.
Glad to know you're not the only coward. We can be cowards together. It's okay. You and me, we'll just hide under the blanket and binge watch something that isn't scary. Yes. And eat soup, because I love soup.
Froggy is a grade A coward.
I love soup. We can't beat soup.
She's also a grade A soup enjoyer. That
Yes, I
cannot be
am.
denied.
I had soup the other day from from like what's it called? It's like a grocery store, but they have like a ready-eat section.
Yeah.
And they have like some hot soup. And it was okay, but it wasn't that good. It was like mushroom soup.
I feel like it's a good deal, but it's no one ever gets it, and it's like never great.
Yeah. I don't know. I looked at the receipt and they charged me like food handling tax or fee.
They
I've
didn't
never seen that
handle shit.
before. I put my own soup in my own cup, Nick. No one helped me do that.
They should be paying you.
They should be paying me. Why'd they charge me a fee for that?
I love that I noticed like the lag that happens when they try to load in the area.
It was rip-off Phasmophobia. I've never played Phasmophobia. But I see a lot of streamers play it because I guess it's co-opable.
Hey Frankinator, is there a reason I'm collecting all these damn presents?
I don't know. Blue cheese dip. Oh no, don't remind me of blue cheese.
Why the hell is so many of you?
Just run away, Nick. Just ignore them. Don't talk to strangers. Don't take their candy. Just keep your eye on the ball.
Ow, ow,
Uh-oh.
ow,
We are...
ow, ow.
Oh,
No,
you might
go away,
get some health
go
back.
away, go away, go away. Asshole, I'm taking some back. I hope you don't like sidearm me.
She might shank you. I don't know.
She was so good at it too.
I watched my mates play on their stream and I shat yourself. Was it really that scary? Yes, maybe it was. I always find it scarier when you're the one playing it as opposed to watching someone else play
I
it.
definitely feel basically no fear when I'm watching someone else play it. Like Soma didn't even scare me a bit.
Well, yeah, because you weren't playing it.
Exactly. You feel like basically no fear when someone else is playing it.
Well, is that different from watching a movie then?
Yes.
How so?
Because I know it's a game, and but movies, if it's like an animated movie, I'll feel no fear, no matter what. Could be like the
Okay.
scariest thing ever like invented. But if it's real life, I can like more get into that.
Well, what if they have really bad CG?
Then I don't believe
Would
it
you
at
be scared?
all. I'm not scared if it has bad CG. I'm not scared of bad CG.
I
Finally,
get
we
scared
basically-
regardless of whatever.
We finally broke
Yeah,
even.
it depends. Yeah. I also get scared of whatever.
Okay, remember,
Where is
when we go in
the-
here, the damn midget's gonna be attacking us again.
Oh, great.
The damn midgets and the keepers, those are the two main baddies.
What type of people like to watch horror stuff and do only horror stuff all the time? Do they
I
just
know.
have, like, no emotions, or
Or
do
maybe
they
it's
like
the only
being
thing
scared?
they can feel. Crawling in my skin. These
These
wounds,
wounds
they
will
will
never
not
heal.
heal. Fear is... Okay, I'm gonna stop that now. I
Giant
think the
purple
people-
baby Thanos freaked me out. What?
What?
Who's giant purple baby Thanos?
Rubber
Oh, it's these guys
baby
again.
Bubby Bunker.
To be honest, I didn't even watch the end game. That was the movie where it had Thanos in the beginning. And then at the beginning, didn't he say he gave up the stones or something? I don't remember.
He used the stones to destroy the stones.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, I guess that's the end of the movie. Guess I'll stop watching now.
Probably
He's
like,
already
that's
ended
it,
himself.
that's it. I'm done with the movie. So quick. So quick, so efficient.
Oh, from the game we played. Oh, Ao Oni. That's the giant
Oh.
purple baby you were talking about.
I think Froggy was the like real baby. Remember how I told you there were 4 babies with a 5th secret one? It was Froggy. He was the 5th secret baby.
I am not a giant purple baby Thanos, okay?
Well, the only thing you're missing is purple from there. Everything else fits you to a T. Giant baby.
Wait, why am I Thanos?
Don't worry about that part.
Where are my rocks of destiny? I need to put it into a glove so I can, I don't know, obliterate myself.
Obliterate. Why you say it like a Harry Potter spell? Obliterate.
Obliterate!
Exodia. Obliterate.
Oh, Wingardium Leviosa.
Ah! I can't
midget
stop
again.
it. I can't stop it. It just comes, it hits me, and I'm supposed to accept it, Froggy.
You must accept life. That is how it is.
I hate it. I don't like it. She come and she yell.
I thought Aoni was only scary because it had jump scares. That was it. It didn't have
I didn't
anything
think
that was
Aoni
too
was
horrifying.
scary at all. Like 0%. Even
Really?
the jump scares were only like they didn't even make me scary after the initial jump. It didn't even some
Really?
of the jump scares. Oh, look at them.
It took me a while to get used to the jump scares, but after like getting jump scared 10 times, I got used to it. But definitely the first few times I was scared. Yeah.
Okay, Steve. This is a peace offering. I'm sorry for hitting you.
Okay, Steve. I hope you like your heart.
Go
Giving
eat it
you a
in
heart.
the corner. Friend?
Are you gonna give us a present?
Friend.
Oh, I like how he also has a Santa hat. Hey, Ryoshi. Reminds me of the midgets that pop up when you open chests in Borderlands. I've never opened a chest in Borderlands. Is this true?
There are indeed midgets that come up.
Oh, is it the ones that like run at you?
The loot
Like
midgets,
the
yeah.
village heralds? Like in
Kind of.
Genshin? Is it like those guys?
I don't need a... Do I actually need a thing to get in here? What is this bullshit?
I don't know. What is that?
I think I need a card. I think I need a goddamn card to get into the upgrade.
How do you get a card?
I need to make one or find one.
Oh. How do you make one?
I don't... I'm supposed to make it at one of the card making stations, but I don't know where there's one. There's one up here.
Oh. Should I look at the tutorial?
Sure. I assume they're already just gonna have the card.
Oh, really?
Is my assumption.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch this tutorial. Yeah, you need a card to open it.
Fucking hate it.
But he
All
doesn't
right.
say how to get it. He just says,
No,
if
I
you
know
have
how to
card-
get it. I know how to get it. I just need to be on the reminder to get it.
Oh, okay, okay.
So when we come across
Get
a
your
card
card.
station... Thanks, bro.
Oh, speaking of cards, do you guys give Christmas cards or holiday cards to people?
I don't.
Because I don't usually do that, but I've been thinking about doing that this year. I don't know. Just because I want to use my art supplies.
Making sure they're
That's
put
the
to
only
good use.
reason. Yeah. Sometimes you buy things and you're like, you know what? I haven't used this in a while. It feels like a waste. I should do something with it.
Ooh, I am so sorry.
Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Ah! Okay, he's okay. I can't get
Hey,
through this
how's it going?
wooden board.
Yeah, you get bored, idiot.
He gets bored. Haha. Get it, Nick?
Ha, ha,
Get
ha.
it? He gets
ha, ha.
bored
Ha, ha, ha,
of the
ha,
wooden
ha.
board. Haha.
The cycle breakers. The
I
hell's
don't know.
this?
Maybe everyone has their own cliques here around here because they've been in this dreadful reality for so long. They've
I
made
wonder
friends.
when we're gonna meet Allison. Ah!
That's where the ghosts live.
Oh, hey.
Just beyond that door.
The ghost.
Keeper's prison. The pit. No
The pit of
air comes
despair.
out. At least
I like your hat.
they're never quite the same. But I could open the door for you. I do know how. I really do.
I'm British.
That would.
But first, maybe play a game?
No.
Oh, I love to play
I
games.
hate you.
I like hide and seek best.
I hate that game the
Find me,
most.
and I'll open the door for you. I promise. Look away while I hide, and no peeking.
One, two. Oh, that was quick.
When you open a chest, there's a low chance for an enemy to jump out, and you got it once, and your heart didn't take it well. Yeah, but that's what every jump scare is. Jump scares are cheap because it's like not really scary. It's just because it's something you don't expect.
That's why I liked. That's why I liked Soma. There was not a single jump scare up to where Froggy played. She was still scared the crap out of her pants.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Okay,
The
Never
real
playing it
horror,
again.
as I explained there, is the one you make in your mind.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Dark Light, how's it going?
Jump scares aren't scary. They're just jumpy.
Just jumpy. You just wanted ammo? You could have bought it from the vending machine. that shouldn't jump scare you, but you do have to pay money, I guess. Oh, speaking of which, Nick, are we ever gonna play Borderlands?
Sure.
Because I've never finished Borderlands. Except you would have to stream it, Nick, because I don't know if my computer can handle it.
You would be a tiny baby computer.
Oh, but if I do play Borderlands, you guys can't laugh at me for how bad I am at it, because I am terrible at it.
I will be laughing at you.
I got no sense of direction, and
She's also really
I don't like
bad
doing
at
things
aiming
scare.
and guns and all those things.
No, my aiming is pretty good. Okay,
Your
my aiming is pretty
no,
good.
No. You have to add a but there. Your aiming's pretty good, but not under stressful situations. Then your accuracy turns to basically 0.
Yeah, yeah. Just like station me like far away.
Oh, this is so exciting. You were brilliant.
Now, can you open that door for me?
Oh, yes, the door. I think you'll find it's open now. Oh, and also, let me give you something.
A gent key?
Something special.
A gent key?
Just a small reminder of our game together.
What are you doing to my head?
Oh.
Am I getting a new power?
Oh, she has a Christmas bow on her chest. I didn't notice that.
Fast travel.
Fast travel.
You
It's like
gave me
those-
what?
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
update
try
is
it out.
adorable.
I shouldn't have done it until I got fast travel.
You should have done what?
I shouldn't have got the fucking heart till I got fast travel.
No, I don't think so, because the guide says you have to do the Steve thing first, right?
Say
Actually,
that?
no, maybe it's not the case. No, maybe you can unlock fast travel. Maybe you should have done that first.
Where am I?
I don't know.
Oh,
Use a
I'm back
controller to
here.
play Borderlands? Actually, I've never tried. I've always used mouse and keyboard.
Where
Oh, we're
was
at the
the
subway
jet?
station.
Where was a gent key maker? I don't remember it being back here.
Don't ask me. My sense of direction sucks.
Thanks,
And
Froggy.
using a controller won't help me because if I'm stressed and panicking, I'm like a chicken without the head. I just start shooting.
Alright, let's see. Does this take me back to where I once was?
Franken says side quests are optional like Steve. Gent door is unlocked. Wait, so why did we help Steve? Does Steve give you anything?
Steve's gone.
Where'd Steve go?
He pissed off.
I don't know.
This actually updated.
Oh,
It has
that's
more
cool.
stuff.
Hey, money!
That's neat. Do I even have enough to make a card? I mean, I guess I do have enough to make a gent card, but definitely not enough to get the upgrade afterwards. Maybe I'll just wait.
Oh.
I'll just look around till I find a gent card naturally. Let's go to the door.
Oh, okay. Controllers have aim assist, so it might help you, and low sensitivity will help too.
Fuck
Oh.
off.
Isn't that just cheating, Yeet? How could you cheat? Why don't you shoot them like the good old days, you know? With just your right eyeball and your left eyeball and your mouse clicking hand.
Yeah, you're not a boomer at all, Froggy.
Although I think my favorite weapon in the game, which to be honest, every time I play with Nick, I always ask if he has a certain gun type and I don't know what they're called. So I just say like the long one or like the one that looks like a Nerf gun.
The one that
What's
looks like a
happening?
Nerf gun.
Yeah. It's got like a round barrel looking thing attached to
A
it.
submachine gun?
Maybe? I know the pistol. That one is obvious. But everything else I'm like it looks weird and I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, Froggy doesn't know what guns are. She doesn't know what a submachine gun is. Okay,
Oh.
well, fuck it.
Is there any place this
Come get me,
high?
Bendy. Come get
Ledge?
me. Ah!
Oh,
He's got a Santa hat too!
He has a Santa hat!
He's got a Santa hat!
That's so funny!
I don't know. I feel like that should have saved me.
Borderlands might actually let you use aim assist with mouse and keyboard. Interesting. You have 3,000 hours in CSGO. Wow, stop bragging. You know how many hours I have in CSGO?
Where the hell am I? Back
0.
here? You for real? This should not be where I am. It's so weird. I click the save and then it like activates the autosave.
Interesting.
Here we go.
But yeah, I think my favorite weapon in Borderlands is probably the sniper rifle because I can see from so far away.
Froggy likes far. Froggy no
And I
likes
can
close.
I can do stuff. But the thing about the snipers that I don't like,
I hate you, you tiny little idiot.
the thing I don't like about sniper is that the ammo is always really low. You only get like 3 shots or 6 shots or whatever, and then you
Froggy
have to
just
reload
wants-
again.
Hello?
There's a big face staring at you, Nick. He's looking.
Oh, he's actually looking at us.
Oh, he's actually. Oh, it's like the Mona Lisa
Oh, no, wait,
type
it's
of
the,
painting.
It's the
effect.
guy from the first game. He was the Ferris wheel. He was the merry-go-round. He was the face inside the...
interesting.
Hey, buddy.
The silent ambience is not fun. It's just silence, you know. There's a bit of noise in the
They're
background.
growing a little plant in here. That's cute.
Yeah. But yeah, I just want a gun that I never have to reload and I can shoot from far away and it does a lot of damage.
Oh, you want to look
What
at
gun is that?
subject 1418?
418. Have fun saying hi to the other subjects. Wait a second, there are more of them?
I'm gonna go say hi to them. Subject
Alright, let's say
418.
hi to them. Wait, why is there even a subject in here? I thought this was an animation studio.
No, this is the keeper's jail cell.
Oh. Sammy? This is Sammy?
Oh.
I remember him, sort
Yeah,
of.
he's
He
from
was
the
in
first game. Oh, he's wearing his overalls.
Oh. Is he the only one that wears clothes?
I think so.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm sure we'll find other subjects as we continue onwards. I wonder if we'll find Boris. Ooh, there's another one.
Ooh.
Subject 414.
Kill.
Hello? Who's that?
It
Excuse me.
looks human.
Sir?
Wait, is this
Can
Inky
you
Henry?
Help me?
I can't tell because he's
Oh?
wearing the hat.
Must be really lost to be asking me for help.
It's Henry! It's his voice!
Just looking for
Oh.
answers.
It's
Why is he
Inky
here?
Henry.
Answers.
Well, he
Wilson,
probably got
the
captured at some
cycle,
point.
Anything could help.
What's your name?
Audrey. What's yours?
Honestly, I've almost forgotten.
I think he's gone through the cycle too many times. At least he has a Christmas tree!
My
And a
name
Christmas
is
hat.
Have you been a prisoner?
I'm sure this
long?
would be a lot more poignant if he wasn't wearing a Santa hat.
They lock you away. Forever. Still, it's given me time to think. Things like, if you haven't eaten in years, you might not be human.
Why
The
would
keepers
you
seem to
a
be
threat
very
them?
content with curb stopping me instead of putting me in prison.
Once upon a time, I knew how to start the cycle over. And when that happens, everything begins again. Completely new. Obviously, Wilson and the Keepers don't want that to happen.
He didn't age very well.
Reset
He's
the
Ink.
cycle.
Ink doesn't age very well.
Turns out the Ink Demon himself is the key. This
I know you're pointing to
phase,
something, but you look like you're pointing to your tree.
activates rules.
He is the key.
For now, at least. If you can get him to look at something very specific, it will reset everything.
We have to get the
What
Ink
is
Demon
it?
to look at something.
It's
Look
just
at
a real
something.
film
Oh, it's the film at the end of the game.
labeled with the words "the end." I can see it in my mind every day. They keep it upstairs in the pit.
I'll see if I can break in and steal it. Maybe if I reset the cycle, we could make things better for everyone here.
And what about you?
I'm human.
You're not human.
I'm
Good
human.
luck, Audrey. If you need me
He wanted to
again,
go home.
you know where to find me.
I need you right now. I need help. Hey, you think I could break this glass if I smack it?
What was that?
Wasn't even anything.
Why did it scream then? Why was there a scream? Hello? Is anyone home?
Was it there to just freak you out?
I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's the first time we've ever seen Henry because we played as Henry in the last game.
Help, Henry!
Henry!
I mean, I'm sure the prison looks a lot sadder, but with the Christmas tree, it looks kind of nice.
You heard the scream? No, there was another scream. I heard another scream. Nick, you heard it too, right?
I heard the well, I heard like the noise. There wasn't any specific scream, but no enemies came, so it left me flabbergasted. Security lock. That seems like a bad thing to turn off.
Bing, bing, bing. That's the banjo.
Okay, there's a hiding locker.
Oh no.
It's the pit. Please have your
The
ID ready.
pit.
Oh, subject 928. I'm hoping this
Ooh.
one is Boris.
Oh, what about Angel? We haven't seen her in a while. What does
Wait.
it say?
Are you worthy to walk with
Angels?
Oh, that's Alice.
Alice Angel.
No, it was the fucked up Alice. They captured the fucked up Alice.
The fake one.
Yeah. Oh god, that means she's
Oh.
loose somewhere in here.
Oh,
And she
God.
somehow managed to get out. Ooh, contraband! Look, it's the
Ooh,
axe!
contraband.
It's the axe!
Ooh.
Oh, is this the end?
Oh, this is the stuff that we got from the previous game.
No, it's the lighter.
You remember
Yeah,
the light
it's the
thingy?
future thingy. It's the future thingy. And it's
Yeah,
the axe we
yeah.
got. It's all our
They must have
stuff.
confiscated it from Henry.
Aww.
The twisted one.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the security lock and all shit's gonna break
Alright. Unicorn says the scream was from him.
loose.
Yes, of course. You can play Moe's on Borderlands 3 and ride a giant mecha rocket launcher and grenade. I think I played
You
what was that
played
mecha girl?
you played Flak.
Hale?
No, you played Gage
Gage, that was her
in
name.
Borderlands 2.
Yeah, she also had a mecha robot thing that you could send out. And it was really OP.
Froggy did not like going to fight herself, so I recommended her play Gage.
Yeah. Although, I don't know if I should play like a playstyle that's more like poison based, so that they slowly die, instead
Seems
of
like a
me
boss
trying to stab
fight.
them.
Huh, guess it's nothing.
Maybe you gotta fight the twisted one. The
There's
fake
always
Alice
hope.
Angel. Is that a pencil? Is this a jail cell? Are they locking us up?
I don't know.
Why is there a jail cell here in an animation studio?
They really took work in their workers really seriously. There's food here.
Okay.
I assume there's gonna be a boss fight. Just give me a sec. Let's talk to this thing.
Hello?
Excuse
Anyone
me,
home?
can I come in? I'm the cleaner.
I would like to come in, please. Please let me in. Hello? Hello?
This is bad. This is very bad.
It
Oh no, it's
is-
not. It's a keeper, but it's
It's a keeper, but it's like flashing like crazy.
maybe if we stand really still, they can't see us.
Ah! I'm the type to ask, can I have your gun? It's bigger during a shootout.
That wasn't
Okay.
a death, was it?
I don't know. I don't think so. That was a cutscene, right?
It was a cutscene.
A savior comes at last.
Wilson?
Rest yourself.
She has a Santa hat.
Everyone has a Santa hat.
Keepers
Do we have a Santa hat?
relentless.
No, I checked
to
my own thing.
strangers. But there's nothing to fear as long as I'm with you. You're
If I don't
safe
get the
now.
final upgrade, I'm gonna go look for it. Like, I'm just gonna reload a save before this,
Turned me into
Okay.
this,
like
this
I did
thing.
last time.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I've never done anything to you.
Open your eyes and look around you. None of
Open
this
your eyes
makes
and
He
see.
does look like he's
Long
Scrooge
walls,
talking to us with the hat.
Yeah.
An ancient
He's just a
studio
poor
died
Scrooge.
out almost 30 years.
He's
Kill
got
him.
no sympathy.
Kill him quickly. I can't. I'm stuck. I'm bound by the cutscene.
Nonsense.
I would if I could.
And
Yeah.
I would banish him the fuck
in
away.
here, it
Unicorn, I have a story to
Oh,
tell.
is that? What is that he has in the box?
Flourish.
Is it Bendy?
Reality, guided by its master.
Is that the ink machine? What is it?
No, we've seen the ink machine. It's huge.
For a new
No, they made it smaller.
We can
They did?
bleed into our own.
What is that?
Just think of it.
I think that's bottled ink.
In here,
But I thought we were all ink.
out there.
Is this alive? Is this sentient ink?
First, this world must be controlled.
They
Is
make
this
Bendy.
baby Bendy?
Safe. These things.
Baby
these
Bendy!
angels
Hi, baby Bendy. He's even babier
are
Bendy.
they really life,
They've got no faces.
or are they just
Oh
old mistakes?
I guess he can claim he killed Bendy, just like a very tiny
For
one.
newer,
no! Yeah. You can
greater
skip the
things.
cutscenes, but we have to watch it. Because it's
What
the
do
first
you
time we've
want
ever seen it.
I need your help to save my father's life.
Excuse me?
What? Who's your
This is
father?
our start. We'll talk more once we're safely inside.
Something tells me we're not gonna get there safely inside.
Can we get a train battle scene?
Chapter 5!
Well, the final
Dark
chapter.
Revival.
Hey, that's title drop right there. But anyways, I would like to tell a story about when I was 3 years old.
They took my pipe! You can talk.
Or pipe.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
tell your
we
story.
were. Okay, why are you looking at his face? What's
Tell your
wrong
story.
with you?
Tell your story, Froggy. Tell your story.
I'll tell my story to Wilson.
Tell your story to.
Please, Froggy, let me listen to you spin a yarn.
So when I was 3 years old, my parents took me to this carnival,
I
and
see.
and being a stupid kid, and you know, just having fun and stuff. But you know, at carnivals they have carnival games where you can like throw balls and knock things over and win like plushies and things.
Yes, I do remember, Froggy. Those were always rip-offs.
They were always, yeah, they were. That's why I didn't have any. But then there's this young couple that approached me, and the lady was holding like this gigantic plushie and this like tiny black dog plushie, and she's
Tiny
like, "Hey there, little
dogs.
girl. Here, you want this little dog plushie?" And she was like, she handed it to me, and I looked at it, and I'm like, I want the big one. 3-year-old
sorry,
she
I
was
meant to
like,
say-
why can't you give me the big one?
You are a very naughty girl. You will be getting coal tonight. Coal
She was
as
giving
dark
one
as the
away, and
night.
I was like, you could give me the big one, right?
They
It was
became
bigger than me.
unavailable. Well,
And yeah, that's my story.
oh, it's our
Baby
pipe.
Froggy got her little plushie, I guess, and she was like, I wanted the big one.
I'm taking
And
the
that
pipe.
was it.
Stay close. This place isn't as safe as it once was.
I guess we'll. Signal towers and nearby abilities have been disabled. I
you
can't,
can't, like, teleport?
Oh, I
Or
can't
sup-
even
still sup?
banish him.
Wow.
Hey,
Did I get the big one? No. No, the lady would not give me the big one. She just felt nice and was trying to give away the small one. And she gave it away to Baby Froggy because I was a baby. But I did have the gall to ask her why she didn't give me the big one.
fuck you. How old were you?
I was 3 years old.
Oh, you were just a dumb kid.
I was a dumb toddler with no toy. And this lady was like, hey, little girl, you want this little baby dog plushie? And I'm like, I want the big one.
Froggy's like, why don't you give me the big one? I want the big one. You're moaning. I
Someone
shudder.
having diarrhea?
I
What's
shudder
happening?
to think what's going on there.
That's what I sound like when I have diarrhea.
This is yes. If you guys ever wanted to know, this is the sound if you recorded Froggy's bathroom after like some after a bad dinner.
Listen, it's tough living with IBS. Alright, where do we go? I'm lost.
Oh, we can either
Why are
go
you
this
looking
way
like trash?
or that way. I want
You're
to
not
see
standing.
if there's
You don't need to
useful
look through trash.
Oh,
Why are
this
you
is
looking through
that.
trash?
He's the moaning guy. How's
Oh.
it going, buddy?
Look at them. They're just doing some kinky stuff. They've got their own stuff going on. You don't need to worry about it, Nick.
It's like, go away, this is a lover's quarrel, and I like it. How's this?
It's the subway, obviously.
I know it's the subway, Froggy.
Or as they call it in other parts of the world, the tube.
It's Kitty Thompson. Go ahead, Frog.
Okay. Track 77 is a quiet place these days. Ever since that terrible crash a few years back, people don't like to hang around. Too many strange things keep happening on this platform. Last week, one of the railmen told me they had reports of some train going through that wasn't on the schedule. There were figures standing on the cars, staring through the windows, but it never stopped to let no one off. Just kept on going straight through. Some say it was the Silver Lane Express, the train that crashed. Kitty Thompson.
Was it a ghost train? I didn't know entire trains could become ghosts.
I don't know. Obviously, it was just manufactured lies.
It was a ghost train, Frog. How dare you say it was a lie? The train was a ghost.
But it never stopped to let anyone off or on.
I know. Listen, no one ever accused it of being a good ghost train.
It just blitzed through, you know?
Hey, Wilson.
Oh, who's that? Oh, it's Wilson.
What do you mean? We just saw him.
Well, I don't recognize him with that hat on, okay?
Continues to spread.
Everyone has the hat on. Is the ink demon on our side?
Audrey.
What did you say?
Nothing.
What was that?
It was nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Almost there. Just a quick stop. Won't take but a moment.
I don't know. I don't trust him.
Wilson?
Did he lock us in here?
Wilson. Wilson, if it was a quick stop, why didn't you come with us, Wilson?
He's
Asshole.
lying, Audrey. Checkpoint. That's what they
Weapons
call
are not
stuff.
allowed beyond this point. Please place all weapons and contained ink on the holding desk to the right.
What if I don't want to?
Stand in the designated location.
That's just Wilson's voice. And there's
Oh,
Wilson
it's the-
posters everywhere.
Look, it's the gun and the axe.
Oh,
Give me the
there's
gun.
more axes?
Okay.
Wilson!
This
Wilson!
is just like the TSA frog.
Great.
You mean my pipe? No, that's my walking pipe. I use it to walk.
Yeah, it's for accessibility reasons.
It's my walking pipe. It's not dangerous. No, it's not dangerous. No. This is my walking pipe. Look, I'm walking with it. Let me get closer. Maybe because you can't see. Look at me walk with this pipe. I'm walking with it. Yeah, fine.
Well, you can show me the clip. I will watch it.
But it's my walking
Anyway.
pipe, Froggy.
Goodbye, pipe. Why does he have to say it like that, Nick?
Examination!
Examination!
Thank you. I'm
Can
not
we
getting
take
this
back?
back, am I? Okay.
You're not taking back your pipe thing.
Oh, how'd you get on the
Oh.
other side?
Well, he's made of ink, so maybe there's more of him.
Civilized world.
Oh, it's nice. They have a little fountain and everything.
Towers. They nullified the ink demon's powers so he cannot pass them. I wish I could say I invented them, but it seems our friends at the Gent Corporation had a demon problem.
There's a lady,
of their
Frog.
own
There's a lady.
Who's that?
Is that an ink maid? He has
Ink
like an
maid?
ink maid.
Wow, you hate this voice and you love this voice acting.
Man, you guys got it real
We did
fancy up
voices.
here.
Well,
It's a
he's
real
Wilson,
thing.
don't you know? He's got a giant painting of him abolishing Bendy in the background. Do you see that, Nick?
That's
Do
a
you see
real.
the painting? There's him with his Santa hat killing
Yeah,
Bendy.
I remember the history. Look, he's wearing the same hat now. All history in the making.
That's how you know it's him. Even the maid has a Santa hat on.
Maybe they all wear Santa hats in honor of Wilson slaying Bendy with a sword, because we all know that would totally work against Bendy.
Yeah, totally.
Who's this
And
mademoiselle?
now, my dear, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to prepare. We'll talk later, I promise. Besides, you must be very tired. A quick rest will do you good.
Okay.
Betty will show you to your room.
Her face looked
I don't
weird.
trust her.
Housekeeper,
Her face
among
looked
other
weird.
things.
She had no eyes.
Never
She's got big
actually
knockers.
killed the ink demon, did you?
No, he's too powerful to destroy. So we sealed him away, trapped him in a different form. One that was smaller, harmless.
So you could make baby Bendy.
It was a fitting prison, although he seems to have found a way to free
I bet he just
himself.
drinks some of the bacon soup and
But
he's
enough
right
talk.
back to normal.
We'll deal with
Are you
that.
sure he's not lying? Maybe the
Soon
Bendy
enough.
cute form was
There's
the
some
original.
nice fresh blankets all laid out for you. You'll be dreaming in no time.
Wait,
Why don't you talk like
Wilson?
him?
One more thing. If you needed my help, why didn't you just ask?
Would you have believed me?
Nope. I guess that
Come
answers
along,
that.
And no more dawdling. This way now.
But I won't go this way, Mum.
This way now.
Okay. I like your Santa hat. And your mask.
Thank you.
It's very... Well, if you have an ugly face, it's an improvement.
What? You don't even know what she looks like.
At last. It's so exciting.
Look at her walk,
finally
look at her
having
walk.
you with us.
Yeah.
Now,
Look at her walk. What's wrong with her
we're
walking?
going to be standing in the
What's
south
wrong with her
wing.
walking?
Wilson's laboratory is downstairs.
Why is she walking like that?
And
This is prim and proper, Froggy.
the north wing.
She looks like an idiot.
It's just our luck to be thrown into this place during Christmas.
Da 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 da.
Sorry, lady, I wasn't listening. Where do you want me to go?
Demon
Okay,
got in
good.
there a while ago, and ever since we've had to keep the north wing locked up tight. I'm afraid it's fallen into ruins by now. All those juicy, lovely books gone to waste.
She's probably beautiful.
Only
See,
keep
Frankinator
us
thinks she's beautiful, and you think she's ugly because she's wearing a mask.
No, I'm saying if she was ugly, it'd be an improvement.
Mind your
I didn't
distance.
say she was ugly.
But the way she walks is very ugly. I don't know, man. Maybe she's got like a broken toe and she's just trying to take it easy.
Yeah,
Who knows?
maybe her ankles really hurt, and she's just walking like very slightly so she doesn't hurt it.
I don't know how people wear high heel
Very
shoes
often
all
I have
day.
guests to look
That's
after,
painful.
Especially one I can actually talk to. Almost everyone here either can't speak or they're completely
That's hilarious. She's
mad.
like, I haven't met anyone I can spoke to. We haven't said a goddamn word to her yet.
I know.
This is our room.
Creepy AF Silent Night rendition.
Here we
Well,
are.
it's part of the
It's really in
Christmas
the house.
options, so it's not even part of the original game.
You should see where I sleep. Ugh. But this room, just perfect.
Don't lock me in.
I saw to every detail.
Don't lock me in.
It's clean. The bathroom is on the left.
Where?
Sorry about
Oh,
the stains.
there it is.
I did try my best to get them out.
Don't lock me in. Okay.
Okay, alright.
I guess I'll check out the bathroom since you said you did such a good job.
Bathroom.
Nope, can't
Can
go
we
in.
take a
I guess
shower?
fuck me. I don't need to go there. For sleeping draft, pinch of salt, cocoa powder, chamomile, soybeans, and Gilson. What the hell is
Gilson?
Gilson?
What is Gilson? Who is Gilson?
Do we mix a person into our drink?
Mix everything in the glass and then drink with exactly 3 sips of water.
But what if I drink more than that?
Then it won't
powder?
work.
Check. Pinch of salt. Check. Chamomile. Check. Soybeans. Check. All we're missing is Gilson.
Who is Gilson? And why do we need to mix him into our drink? Oh, look,
The
they have a
muggin'.
book. What's this? Oh, why is she still staring at us?
Well, don't make it sound weird or nothing, Frog.
Why is she looking at us?
I'm gonna read the book.
Okay, read the book.
Okay. The Mug and the Maiden, Volume 1 by Sir Wilton Moore. Chapter 1.
the dangerous forest. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a mug of
Jeez, what the hell does that even mean?
It's a mug of cheese, don't you know?
But it was not an ordinary mug of cheese that you would find in any home or kitchen of the age. No, this mug of cheese was a distant descendant of one of the 3 grand flagon kings, the same kings who had charged on horseback to defend their capital city during the unforgettable conquests of the previous century. To which of these flagon kings he hailed from, the mug was unsure, but still there was honor and courage in his heart. His family heralded of deeds long past that had forever changed the course of Stoop history. Did he have a name? Of course! All mugs of cheese have names. This is common knowledge, just as every fruit bat is really named Stanley.
What?
They're all called Stanley.
Who wrote this and why?
The mug of cheese was named Richter the Cracked. What a name, I can hear you say. Cracked indeed. This mug of cheese bears... I can't believe you're going to read the whole book. You're damn right I'm going to read the whole book. Yeah,
This is a mug of cheese.
It's cheese.
He's named Richter the Cracked.
This mug of cheese bears no damage that I can see. Fall silent, you small-minded bass. For therein lies our intriguing story. Let's begin at the beginning.
Well, that's where you usually begin. It was a hot winter day in the what?
Forest.
Hot and winter? What?
One of these days where everything is dull brown. The lake was still, the birds had shut up, and the trees were but sticks in the overcast sky, save for a lone pine. Say? You mean save? Whatever.
Say for a lone pine.
That skimmed the clouds above like a painter's brush. It was on this day that Mr. Darble Mouse was in a hurry. He had just been named as Vermin of the Year by the society brethren that lived under the old church, and it was customary for the honoree to bring a fine port of wine cheese to the ceremony.
What is wine cheese?
Cheese that you eat with wine?
Or is it cheese that's been made into wine?
There were only hours to locate some of the precious cuisine. Fortunately, Mr. Darble Mouse knew exactly where to find it. The dark cellar below the governor's castle. But unfortunately, as he approached the loose plank of wood in the old wall, he failed to realize that the heavy rains that had come during the night had passed moisture into the plank, making it far heavier than usual. Thus, when he pushed the plank with all his might, it lifted just enough to push his body only halfway through. His strength just couldn't contend with the weight of the plank, and his arms failed. The plank snapped back down, crushing him flat.
So you're telling me he was too weak?
Alright, Froggy, this is yours.
Alright, I'll try to read this 0.4 font. It's so small, Nick. After all, the story is not about Mr. Darble Mouse. Or had you forgotten the mug of cheese already? I can see how you might connect the two. Mr. Darble Mouse was, after all, looking for cheese, and we were talking about a mug of cheese just before. Sadly, I must inform you that there is no relation between Richter the Cracked and the rodent who is now nothing more but squished guts inside the wall.
Why'd you tell us?
Except that there is!
Oh.
For it was the death of Mr. Darble Mouse that started all the trouble. You see, when things die, they tend to smell.
Gross.
And that's just what Mr. Darble Mouse did. But that's not all. His body, pinned between the outside and inside of the wood wall,
You're having a little
had made
trouble there.
a perfect passage for the hot winter wind.
Don't do it, Yee.
Sorry, it's
Don't do
point,
it, Yee.
it's point 4. Oh no! Oh no! The wind therefore carried the stench of his decaying mouse carcass deeper
Gross.
into the governor's house, like a smoking, twisting wisp of terror. The smell settled into a little tavern near the country yard.
The
Courtyard
What?
of the
What are you
castle.
reading?
It's 0.4 font, Nick. I can't read.
You can read.
Here, soldiers would spend many long hours when there was no bloodlust to soothe with battle. Strong ales and red meats filled the menu from back to front on this rustic, medieval, greasy spoon. Mostly the customers came to look upon the bar maiden, Maxine. Oh, who was actually named Rita. Rita was by far the best-looking creature in all the governor's county. There was a beautiful deer woman just over the hill, but no one knew that.
Why would you introduce her as Maxine, but then just call her Rita instead?
Well, why would you say there's a deer woman and out yourself as a furry?
Probably asking the real questions here. Why would you just out yourself voluntarily as a furry? Who would do that?
By day, Rita scrubbed her tavern so clean you could eat off of it, which was fortunate, as it was a place you indeed would be eating, since it was a tavern. By night, she served her customers with charm grace, but mostly with drinks. Did I mention that Rita was married? Well, I am mentioning it now.
Thanks.
Rita was married. Thanks. Thanks, author. Her husband's name was James. He didn't do much until he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess when you're dead, you don't really do much.
You don't really do much, and you're dead.
The smell of Mr. Darblemouse knocked him out flat, and that, my friend, was that. Oh dear, the story has barely begun.
What do you mean,
already
barely begun?
We've killed 2 major characters. Needless to say, Rita was deeply distressed by the whole thing, but 20 or so minutes later, she realized she couldn't mourn forever and went to buy some cheese. Thanks. Yes, don't worry, dear reader. This time, the mention of cheese will probably guide us to meeting our local hero of the tale. Also, this is a good time to start a new chapter.
Wait. Okay, I just want to see if I remembered the mug of cheese name. Hold up, let me just...
It was Richter the Cracked. There's a lot.
Wait, this is... Okay. Chapter 2, a new chapter. This is exactly how I would name my story.
Is this you writing a story?
Rita entered the cheese shop with her guns blazing. I am speaking metaphorically, of course, because guns did not exist back in this time. By which I mean she entered the cheese shop quite determined to buy some cheese. This was because just the night before, as her husband James was taking note of a weird smell in the room, she had invented a delicious new concoction, a cheddar cider. They were making fucking drinks out of cheese.
I'd try it.
Sure,
oh, my legs asleep.
What?
My legs asleep.
Wake it up, frog. Wake it up. Hit it.
Okay, continue. I will slap my leg.
It was sure to be a hit with her patrons. After all, the governor's county only had 2 exports, cheese and grapes, and she couldn't possibly make a drink from a grape. But back to the cheese shop scene. Rita knocked on the counter loudly with her fist, causing the nearby cat to do absolutely nothing as cats do. From behind the wall, she had heard a stir as someone was crashing through piles of cheese to make their way toward her. Emerging gloriously from torn yellow curtains, an old man came into view. He was giant in stature with a long gray beard. Bobbing along and stuck within his beard were all manners of cheese crumbs and wedges wrapped tightly within his hairs. But yet he held even more cheeses on ropes pulled across his chest, with loops of provolone linked like sausages over one shoulder.
The cheese and beard is just extra cheese for later. Cheese goes great with everything. No, I am the guy who says cheese goes great with everything.
Cheese and beard? Cheese in your cider?
Yeah, it goes well.
His eyes were big and his ears were bigger still. A smile of kindness erupted from his face as he locked eyes with Rita.
My, the Kurds are kind to me this hour. Hello and welcome,
he bellowed. Rita bowed and promptly began to cry. The shop owner looked at her perplexed. What did I say wrong? The barmaiden sniffed and snooted and finally answered. Froggy, you're the barmaiden.
Where am I?
You're like, you see that baby part? It's like 2 lines back.
Oh, forgive me, for my husband has just died and I'm out of Swiss.
Now, which one do you think is more important? Her dead husband or her... She's at the cheese shop, so obviously it's the Swiss that's more important. I'm going to pause now in the story. We haven't gone to the story yet.
The story hasn't happened.
What do you mean you're pausing?
To ask myself why Mr. Dobblemouse went to the cellar in the governor's house for cheese if there was a cheese shop nearby. I think it's best that we overlook this glaring problem in the plot, don't you?
Now, back to the story. This guy paused the story to point out a plot hole just to say we should ignore the plot hole that he pointed out.
Like, now, I realize I've created a plot hole, but don't worry.
But you know what
Let's
holes
just
are good
ignore
for? Ignoring.
Rita purchased a large amount of cheese from the shop owner. She bought cheese wheels and cheese melts and cheese slices. She bought cheese whistles and cheese bread. She bought cheese paper and cheese sandwiches. She bought so much cheese, in fact, that she had lost track of all she had obtained and just dumped all the fromage into a large burlap sack for the return journey to the tavern.
This is basically my diary. Goodbye, Rita.
The shop owner called as he waved farewell. Goodbye, Danny, she called
Daniel.
back. Daniel can't read font size 4. His name was Murray, by the way.
Thanks for telling that you call him a different name and he has a different name than that.
What, when I wrote fan fiction when I was 13 years old, I would also put my personal thoughts in the
Hold up,
little
let me check.
brackets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Are you gonna read this all, really?
Nah. Okay. I mean, does anyone care if we keep reading or if we stop?
Can we just skip to the end? I just want to read the end.
Okay, last page. Wait. Okay, the final chapter.
Alright, final chapter. Yes, finally. It was the same hot winter day in the forest,
We're
and
still on the same day. It's the last chapter.
Mrs. Darblemouse was finally starting to get concerned.
Fuck you, Mrs. Darblemouse.
Just down the road, Rita was being drawn. I can't tell if drown or
It's
drawn.
It's drawn.
Forward. An almost certainly bloody and horrific end to her life.
Oh, excuse me?
Bernard was just moments from taking her within his lizard jaws,
What?
and mere hours from trimming his eyebrows.
What?
Rita stood her ground. She was no damsel in distress.
Yo, this is
but
a more
simply
fun way to
person
read this book. Just
who
read
was
the beginning and read the end.
pretty darn tired by this point. She pulled the burlap
She still has
sack
the
of cheese
cheese.
from her body and swung it hard, like every last bit of strength she had left in her. An ear-shattering crack broke through the silent trees, so as the bag made contact with Bernard's shocked face.
You see that? Cheese can kill. Be careful, kids.
His teeth flew in all directions, falling like pebbles to the ground. His eyeballs dislodged and rolled into a nearby stream.
Gross.
His jawbone turned completely around and planted itself on the back of his head.
I can imagine you leaning in toward your screen, squinting.
I can't lean too far because then my microphone will go past my head.
This is a fever dream? Well, I guarantee you that if we had read the story with context, it would still be fever dreamy.
Bernard ran screaming into the woods, never to be seen again this week.
This week.
He'll be back next week.
He'll be back with no eyes and no teeth, but he'll be back.
His cries faded and the forest once again fell soft and quiet. A cow walked by.
Oh, thank you for adding that bit. That really had to do with the story.
Rita, still standing with her sack outstretched in her arms, stood wide-eyed of what had just happened. Surely no cheese in her bag was hard enough for that kind of impact. As she placed her burlap sack upon the dirt and peeled it open, she was amazed to find Richter, the mug of cheese,
The main character.
inside. And looking quite dazed, he had awakened and the curse was finally lifted.
What curse?
Somewhere behind a
Desk.
The witch looked up and nodded with a smile.
What the fuck?
But oh dear reader, look what was now upon his mug body. A giant and elegant crack. Well, he is Richter the Cracked. The very mark of a warrior. His hero's journey was finally complete. Richter the Cracked had emerged.
I'm a warrior.
Yes, it is true that Richter really didn't do anything important in the attack on Bernard. Just by Richter being where he was at the perfect time, he had saved Rita.
Right place,
The
right time.
forest. The fates were with them. Richter and Rita talked and laughed and ate cheese. But he is cheese.
No, he's
Until
a
the sun
mug
went
of
down.
cheese.
Is he the mug or is the cheese a part of him?
He is the mug of cheese. Isn't it obvious, Frog?
No, it's not, Nick. Finally, they packed up their picnic and headed back to the tavern where they were met with cheers of excitement. This is mostly because the guys had found out that Rita was now single.
Yeah, single.
Yeah.
As the night wore on into the early morning of the hours, the tavern remained alive in the castle courtyard with singing and dancing and cheddar cider. Oh, what a celebration! But like all parties of such proportion, eventually everyone sobers up and you have to go home. Before long, it was dawn. The sun began to rise steadily in the west.
These guys are like in Australia.
Marking a fresh adventure in the horizon. A wind of a new direction began to blow with a more steady pace. It skittered across the ground and found its way between the floorboards of the governor's castle. Here, against all odds, it found the barely remaining body of Mr. Darble Mouse. The wind carried the stench beyond the borders of the castle, over the mountains, and deep within a cave where evil slept. "What the heck's that smell?" Oh, sorry. Yeah, said Evil, awakening with hellfire burning behind his eyes. Eventually, news of this great evil spread from town to town until it reached the ears of Richter the Cracked. He polished his
He has
sword.
ears? I thought he was a mug.
He's a mug of cheese. Don't question it. Stop questioning. Stop questioning.
How does he have a mouth? Where's his brain?
Stop questioning.
He polished his sword and gathered some crumbs of bread to store in his mug, which he is. Wearing his best expression of courage, Richter once again set off to conquer the day. His story was not yet over. But for now, dear reader, we return to our own lives. So let's end this tale with one closing thought, shall we? Be we cracked or small or even dead, there's always a purpose to where we are all led. Be brave, be strong, and least we forget, fate isn't quite done with any of us yet.
Just yet.
I like the story.
And that was the story of Mr. Darble Mouse.
I'm not really sure what else you want me to do here.
Well, it is time, so I guess we should give a rest.
I'm hiding.
Why is she looking at us, though?
Hold up. We gotta end on a cliffhanger. Does she want me to do something? What do you want me to do, lady? I read the damn book.
Did you have any questions?
Who's Gilson?
Is it always night here?
It's always dark, if that's what you mean. For as long as I can remember.
Are you very old?
No.
You don't ask
As
a
far as
lady
I
her
understand it, I'm
age.
something quite new. Although, I didn't turn out the way I was supposed to.
Oh, I bet it's her
One in
face.
a long line of failed experiments. But Wilson will keep trying.
And do you trust Wilson?
This is the realm of the ink demon. The shadow hangs over us all. I don't trust anyone. But Wilson takes care of me, keeps me safe. He once said I remind him of something he called his mother. Tell me, is that a good thing where you two are from?
Sure.
I'm not sure. I don't think I ever had one.
Well, no matter. Now, I was told to make sure you get some sleep once you got here.
We need some Gilson.
So get nice and comfy and
Yeah, where's
relax.
Gilson?
I left something on the table that might just help you nod off. It's my own recipe. Works very fast. Just follow the instructions.
Gilson!
Carefully.
Gilson!
Thanks, Betty.
Of course. If you need anything else, I'll come straight away.
I
I'm
need
always
Gilson! Okay, well, tomorrow, Froggy, the hunt for Gilson begins.
We will find who or what Gilson is.
Gilson! Gilson! Anyways, with that lovely story of the mug and the maiden, and our search for Gilson tomorrow, I hope you join us tomorrow, same place, same time, for more Bendy and the Dark Revival, now with a Christmas theme.
Edition!
Oh, and we even have like a therapist couch here.
Oh, how nice. Very fancy.
Well, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. Catch you
All
guys on
right.
the flip side.
See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.